change the world, let's change the world, let's change the world, let's change the world. Let's just unite, let's stop the rapes and stop the fights and stop the murders in the world. Let's change the world, 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 let's change the world. Let's just unite, let's stop the rapes and stop the fights and stop the murders in the world. We gotta change the world. Some don't know the effects they have on others when everything that we do affects our younger brothers and sisters. To me, it seems that the facts have missed us. Who will be there to reach down and hug and kiss us? Frankly, the currents that will need to be discussed. What's good? What's good? The current state that we're in needs to be discussed. Self-respect is a must. We need to tone down the lust, avoiding the fact that it provides a pleasant rush. But who in this world can you trust? The answer to that is yourself. Don't take what that man says off the bat. Pick that book up off the shelf. That don't mean not to trust. That means to take what he's saying, think about it, and then come back and discuss. Let's change the world. 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 Let's just unite. Let's stop the rapes and stop the fights and stop the murders in the world. Let's change 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 the world. Let's just unite. Let's stop the rapes and stop the fights and stop the murders in the world. We gotta change the world. Change up the world for the boys and the girls, because if we don't change it up, we're gonna make it in this world. We need to focus on the present and think less about the past, cause if we keep it up like this, then that's gonna be our fucking ass. You gotta know just where you're coming from, the kid, where you're going, so get on your search for knowledge, cause that's power in knowing. We need to pick up more books and read them cover to cover, and after you get the information, pass it to your brother. Spread it to the whole world. If you know it ain't fake, you'll be surprised the difference in this world that one man can make. It's good and bad in everybody, but you gotta bounce it out. And if we all found that, we change the world, no doubt. Let's change the world. Let's change the world. Let's change the world. Let's change the world. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Change the world. Let's just unite. Let's stop the rapes and stop the fights and stop the murders in the world. Let's change 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 the world. Let's just unite. Let's stop the rapes and stop the fights and stop the murders in the world. We gotta change the world. What's good, y'all? What's good, y'all? You already know what time it is. You already know who it is. It's your big homie, Big Bayday. And this is the Real Talk, Real Shit podcast, man. One of the only places on the internet where you're going to get it, man. Let's go, man. It's one of the only places on the internet where you're going to get the truth, man. Thank y'all so much for being here and tuning in, man. It's a blessing, and it's a blessing, and I hope you get a good lesson, man. For real, it's a blessing to have you, and I hope you get a good lesson, man. Now, I got a great show lined up. It's all in here, but I already got it lined up. First and foremost, this show is not scripted. This show is not planned. This show is very real, organic, and impromptu. I go with the flow of what's important at the time. I don't care about trending topics. I don't care about what people care about. I only care about what's most important to humanity in my perspective at the time. That's what I focus on. Now, anybody on here, did y'all see that Joe Rogan special last night? Because Joe Rogan had a live. Joe Rogan went live on Netflix last night. I guess YouTube pulled everybody out. So for everybody who's gone, come on back. If you're still in here, hit that like button and hit that comment button so I can know you in here, man. YouTube pulling everybody out. Anyway, long story short, how many of y'all watched that live last night? How many of y'all watched Joe Rogan's live last night? Am I the only one? I know I'm not the only one, but did anybody in here, whoever's in here, did you see that Joe Rogan live last night? because Joe Rogan did a comedy special on Netflix, a stand-up comedy special. But I have to say this: it wasn't comedy at all. It was funny. Some of it was funny. It wasn't comedy though at all. It was he played the role of a disinformation agent last night. Joe Rogan played the role of a disinformation agent last night. If you watch that live, you would see Joe Rogan was on there telling people basically not to believe in what he says. He was on there debunking himself. We all know we're coming into a political times. We all know we're going into an election. We're going into an election. We're in an election year. We're going into the presidential election right now. Right now, the country's most precious and vulnerable resource is the mentality and the minds of the citizens. Let me say that again. Right now in America, the most precious and valuable resource that the government is concerned about is the minds of the citizens and the opinions and the perspective of the citizens. Our government right now is more concerned about your belief system than anything else in the world. And why is that? Why right now? Thank y'all for being in here. They're playing with my numbers. Talking I ain't got nobody in here, but magically people listen. Fuck the YouTube numbers. Fuck all the algorithm shit. Y'all, whoever's in here, hit the like button and support the channel. Hit the like button. This is the best channel you could ever listen to. There's nothing more important than my channel right now. I'm just being honest. Let's go. Right now, the government is most concerned and considered. Oh, in the house, what's good, Big O? Shout out to Big O, man. Look, right now, our government is more and most concerned with the mentalities and the minds of the people. They had Joe Rogan. And if you haven't seen that special, if you have Netflix, go on Netflix and go watch that Joe Rogan comedy special. It's not comedy. If you know anything, or if you know who Joe Rogan is, he's a celebrity. He's an ex-Fear Factor host. He's the ex-UFC host. He's a celebrity, right? But ever since, you got to realize the government knows that people like Big Bad are having mass impact in this world. The governments of the world know that people like Big Bad are starting to wake people up. And I'm on a smaller scale with this shit, on the amount of people that I'm actually reaching and impacting. I'm on a smaller scale with it. So the government knows that people are actually rising up and waking up to positive, real information. They know we're actually understanding things a lot more better than we always have in the past. They're fully understanding of this. And as well as there's a bunch of people who are knowledgeable and waking up, there's a bunch of people who are dumb and sleep and don't know what's going on, right? So, yes. So at the same time that there's people waking people up, there's also mass amounts of people who are asleep and don't know nothing that's going on. We're okay. Everybody's okay with that. But the government itself, because I watch everything. I pay attention to everything. I'm actually tapped into the pulse of the universe right now. I'm not even going to lie to y'all. I'm plugged into the pulse of the world. Now, as I'm watching media, as I'm watching news, as I'm watching social media outlets, everybody, the bigger outlets are saying the same thing right now. All the big outlets are screaming and crying about this and misinformation right now. Since we're going into a presidential election, They only want the voice of since we're going into an election, the government only wants the voice of the government to be heard. And what I mean by that, all the sellouts, the Joe Rogans, you see, when the lockdowns happen, people like Big Bad, they started to rise up. When the lockdowns happened and everybody was locked in their house and had nowhere to go and only was able to use social media and only was able to use, just think. All you could do was think. You couldn't do nothing. You couldn't go nowhere. All you could do was sit around and figure shit out and think, right? That time was so pivotal. You kicking, right? Yeah, I know. I'm going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about that. I'm talking about all this shit. Look, around that time when they had us on lockdown, people like Big Bad Ace voices started becoming more prolific, more profound. The real truth tellers of the world started becoming more prolific and more profound. We was having mass impact. We was having, and I'm going to be honest with you, during those lockdowns is when a lot of us started taking off and getting bigger in the eyes of the world because everybody had more time to sit around and watch content. Everybody, it's like this. If y'all know how these algorithms work and how life works, holidays, major events like holidays and shit like that are the main times you want to post stuff online. Because during Christmas, everybody's off and they have time to watch. During Thanksgiving, everybody's off and they have time to watch. During certain special holidays, everybody's off and they have time to watch content. So the average every day, you don't get a bunch of views, but if everybody's sitting at home with nothing to do, everybody's getting big views. So this was when, during the lockdowns is when the government spearheaded a bunch of people like Joe Rogan. They allowed Joe Rogan to come in and say, you know, and speak. The government allowed Joe Rogan to come in and speak. They allowed that, what's that nigga, that actor, Marlon Brando, that actor who got the Jesus Christ hair, who got the long curly Jesus hair, and he only got online talking about some fake truth shit when the lockdowns happened. All of these fake celebrities like Gillian Wallow and all these fake celebrities and media outlets, even Drink Champs, all this fake shit was created during the lockdown. And they even how Revolt created those versus battles. See, the versus battles was the most desperate attempt for the industry to stay afloat. Those versus battles that was going on during the lockdowns were the most desperate attempts for the industry to stay afloat. The industry was dying because there was nobody to go. You couldn't go to no concerts. You couldn't go to no clubs. You couldn't go to no shows. You couldn't go buy no CDs. You couldn't go out and purchase nothing. So these rappers, athletes, and entertainers, they all became useless and pointless. And then what happens when you become useless and pointless? You get desperate. These rappers and athletes and entertainers got so desperate, all of them started taking to the online during the times of the lockdowns. All of them. See, when people like Big Bad have been online, kicking the truth, and been online doing good content and trying my best to make my own way out of no way, when that started taking off and our voices started getting heard and spread and our information was getting reciprocated, whether it was real information or not, people were believing in each other and people were taking heed to each other. So the government said, nope, fuck that. I'm gonna bring all my all y'all's favorite celebrities out and start them with YouTube channels. And what did y'all do? Sellout asses listen to Joe Rogan every day. Your sellout ass listen to all these celebrities that came out of nowhere acting like they were speaking truth and speaking facts when the whole 20 years or 30 years and 10 years of their career, they spoke nothing to reality. How could you try to speak to reality when you're feeling some kind of pinch or crunch? But when you were straight and decent and had all the things going your way, you didn't have nothing to say. Make it make sense. Are you for the people, or are you for your fucking self? Or are you for the government or the devil? Which one? Now, last night, Joe Rogan, all he did on his stand-up comedy is say, if you take your medical information from me, you're a dummy. If you listen to me, you're a dummy. Don't believe nothing I say. Just take what I say and do your own research. Don't believe me. I'm the guy who ran Fear Factor. Who am I? I'm nobody. That's what he was saying the whole special. And then after he discredited him and debunked himself, he started discrediting and debunking people like Big Betty. He said, do y'all know that all the information that's shared on social media comes from 10% of people? That's what he said. He said all the main information shared on, whether it's misinformation or information, all the main information shared on social media comes from 10% of the people. So there's only a 10% of the population that are influential, and the rest of the people are just reposting that content that the influencers post. So they said, Joe Rogan said, those people, they do that, they're all fucking idiots. He called people like Big Betty a fucking idiot. He said they don't know nothing, they're fucking idiots. And he was like, and if you listen to him, you're an idiot type shit. It was what he was saying. He was discrediting logical, well thought out people for being logical and well thought. You don't have to know everything to be logical. You don't have to have a fucking 2, 5, 4, 3 college degrees to be valid. Because let me explain something to y'all. I know people who have went to college and they don't know half of what my big toe knows. I know plenty of people who graduated from college and they don't know half of what my big toe knows. My big toe is smarter than them, and they graduated college. And I'm talking about a lot of college graduates that I know. My big toe smarter than them. My pinky toe smarter than them. And I'm not disrespecting nobody. What I'm saying is book sense and common sense are two different things. If you went to college and you're book smart, that means you could read something, take it in, and regurgitate it when it's time to take a test. See, my father taught me that because when my father graduated college and my mother graduated business school, my father said college in America is the easiest thing in the world. He said all you got to do is take the information in, remember it, and regurgitate it back out when they give you a test. That is the simplest way to look at that shit, and it's very, very, very true. American standardized education is you get presented with some information, you go over the information, you memorize this information, and then when you get presented a test, you rewrite that information on the test. So basically, you're regurgitating. Is all American education is remembering, regurgitating. That's it. So shout out to my father for making me understand that the educational system is not even what validates you as a person. What validates you as a person is how you apply your education, how you apply your knowledge. Because knowledge applied is knowledge born. Knowledge applied is knowledge born. If you have knowledge in your head but you don't apply it, you're useless and pointless. You're just walking around like a Webster dictionary. A Webster dictionary has a bunch of knowledge and facts in it and how to spell shit and how to read and say it, but it's only knowledgeable if you open it up and read it. It's only useful if you open the dictionary up and read it. So You could be like a dictionary. You could be filled with facts and data and all that, but if you're not applying it and implementing it in your life in real time, you're just a fucking walking dictionary. Pointless. Those are college students. College students are usually walking dictionaries. They learned a bunch of facts and data, but they don't use them and apply them in real life. So they're just walking around factoid data people that can regurgitate some data that they learned, but mostly can't apply it to reality in real life. I'll pass on that. Unless you're going to school or college for a direct trade, doctor, lawyer, this, that, you're wasting your fucking time. Straight up. Now, right now, I talked about Joe Rogan and how he tried to debunk us. Fuck Joe Rogan. Now, and that's not disrespectfully, that is metaphorically fuck him, because he's online every day telling some shit that he believes and perceived to be the truth, but get on the special and say you're a liar. Get on the special and say don't believe me. Get on the special and say if you don't believe the science, you're not supposed to believe nothing. And I'm not against the science. I'm not against the government. I am an American U.S. citizen, born, proud, and raised. But at the same time, I'm a grown ass man, and I don't like getting fucked. Simple as that. I'm a grown man who doesn't like getting fucked, and I'm tired of getting fucked. So let's go to UK now. Right now in the UK, they have right now, I just looked at the news before I came out here, there's over 170 arrests so far. These protests have been going on in the UK. They're calling it right-wing extremists, which is bullshit. What is going on is, this is that pre-election year chaos that they like to ensue. Whoever's ensuing it, you have to go back to who's orchestrating these groups of people. Thank you, Oliver, man. Salute to Oliver, man, for that donation, man. God bless you, bro, for real, man. Salute the Big O for that donation, man. I need that shit. We need it. It's a blessing. It's a blessing. Thank you, bro. God bless you. Now, listen, please. Thank you so much, Big O. I appreciate you. Listen to this. Right now in the UK, they're saying that there's a right-wing protest going on. What's happening is, well, let me tell you what the news is saying before I say anything what I believe, because I'm not trying to spin nobody's information. Let me tell you what the news is saying. The news is saying there's right-wing protesters out there violently protesting, and the reason that they're protesting is they're mad at the illegal immigrants that's in there that they're allowing to flood in the UK. See, they flooded America. They flooded us with over 10 million illegal immigrants. They flooded us over the last 10 months with over 10 million. So that's roughly 1 million a month they're letting in. I showed y'all yesterday on my live, they're giving them $14,000 in food stamps and $5,000 a month in cash. I told y'all and showed y'all that yesterday. The illegal immigrant in New York left her food stamp receipt. That shit had $14,000 in food stamps and $4,485 in cash benefits on her debit card. You cannot make this up. So while they're giving them billions of dollars, billions, because think about it, one person, that's one lady getting 14,000 in food stamps and one lady getting $4,000 or $5,000 a month in cash benefits. That's one person. So they let 10 million of them in, and they're all getting these cards. 10 million times, shit. Let's do the math. My brain ain't that damn good. Let's do this math. And I'm just gonna be rough with this math. Okay, you got 10 million. I'm gonna put 10 million because that's a lot of numbers. Okay, 10 million people. I'm just gonna say 10 million. It's way more than 10 million. You got 10 million people that they let in here, right? And 10 million times 5,000. That is 50 $50 trillion. I don't give a fuck what nobody has to say anymore. 10 million immigrants, illegal immigrants, migrants, 10 million illegal runaway slaves are getting $5,000 a month in cash benefits. That is $50 trillion. Or is that a billion? What is that? Hold on. What's the digits when it's three sets of zeros? 3 sets of zeros. Because I know up top, that's 10 million with the 10 and 2 sets of zeros. That's 10 million. Down here, what is that? 50 with 3 sets of zeros. Is that a trillion or is that a billion? Either way, 50 billion or 50 trillion. I ain't got that much money, so I can't think that much. These motherfuckers done gave, our U.S. government and gave these motherfuckers $50 billion or 50 trillion in cash benefits. Now, let's add this shit up to $14,000 with food stamps. Don't fucking play with me, man. If you give 10 million people $14,000 a month in food stamps, that is $140 billion or trillion dollars, whatever that motherfucking zeros is. 3 groups of zeros. 140,000,000,000,000. They've given these motherfuckers $140 billion. They printed out $140 billion worth of fake money for these people. And they act like hold up. And they ain't acting shit. And we're paying for the shit because our gas is $3-something. We didn't get no pay increase. The U.S. citizen didn't get no motherfucking bonus. We didn't get no motherfucking $5,000 a month card. We don't get no motherfucking 14 grand a month in no food stamps. I wish to God I did. If I got $14,000 in food stamps, you would see a whole different payday. This shit is fucked up. We don't get that. We get big dick. Big dick in the ass is what we get. Excuse my language. That's what we get. We get told to bend over, spread our cheeks, and cough. That's what we getting over here in America. And I know y'all don't like to hear this, but I don't care. Because I'm going to tell you something. It ain't about what you want to hear. It's about what you need to hear. While we're chilling over here, while I'm chilling, sitting here smoking a cigar, look. Sitting here chilling, smoking a cigar shit, but get what? I ain't off point. Hold on. No. I ain't gonna show you what I got going on, but Big Betty ain't slipping. Yeah, I could pull it up and put it on camera, but I ain't slipping at all. But guess what? While I'm out here chilling, even though I'm out here on point, I'm chilling. In the UK right now, they're protesting and kicking ass and beating up police, fighting because they're mad that they mad because they brought illegal immigrants over there. And while they're fighting and standing up for their rights, our weak asses out here in America not doing nothing. We sitting here worrying about come on her Harris. We sitting here worrying about come on her Harris. Y'all niggas worrying about come on her Harris? Come on, man. Get disrespected with rappers and athletes. You can't see the banana in your tailpipe. Yeah, you can have some. Yeah. You can't see the banana in your tailpipe? Yeah. Motherfucker got a whole bundle of bananas in her hand and laughing. The bananas behind her back. As soon as you turn around, poof, and your engine, your gas, your exhaust ain't gonna come out. You're gonna get blocked up. These motherfuckers ain't doing nothing for you. These Democratic people are preying on you to be dumb. preying on you to be dumb. And the logical, craziest part about it is, if you sit back and stop having an ideology and you listen, because I'm not for this or for that, but if you listen to Donald Trump and you listen to him without your stupid ideologies, and you listen to him what he's talking about logically, you'll say, damn, this is a real man trying to stand up for real people. And then if you listen to, hold up, hold on, watch this. Kamala Harris talking about the Russian prisoner swap.
Kamala Harris talking about the Russian prisoner swap.
Watch this. Do y'all want to hear some? Do y'all want to hear? Who could be your who could be your president? This is the fucking vice president of America right now, bro. We are not living in a real world, man. They traded some cameramen, some political journalists from America who got caught up in Russia and arrested. They traded them for some Russian terrorists. And we let go some Russian terrorists, some criminals who a hacker, it was a hacker and a terrorist and probably somebody else. We traded them for fucking Asian journalist, a Chinese woman journalist, and a motherfucking and another two other American journalists. And they acting like that means something. Like it's a feat. Like, okay, look, we got homeless people in America who don't know where they're gonna live, but you letting motherfucking migrants over here and giving them thousands, hundreds of billions of dollars. You're printing out hundreds of billions of dollars for illegal migrants, but you let 3 American journalists out of prison and swap them out for 3 terrorists, and you think you did something? This shit is pathetic. Y'all, as Americans, we have become the lowest vibrational creatures on this planet.
Very difficult for you to do, particularly Germany and Slovenia.
Listen to this shit, man.
And I tell you what, the chancellor was incredible. He was incredible.
So what's your message to other countries that think
Thank you very much. Thank you.
the unlawful trade would be a good way to get something that they want from us?
Hey, look, that's been the case for all of history. My job is to make sure, number one, they don't get them. If they do, we get them back. I don't buy this idea that you're gonna let these people rot in jail because other people may be captured. We're gonna send out all the notifications to all the other countries, all our citizens, the countries not to go to, what to do, what not to do, and they gotta pay attention. I got more work to do.
Did you hear what he said? He said, we got to send out all the notifications to our... Listen to this shit. This is propaganda. Propaganda. Listen.
What to do, and they got to pay attention. I got more work.
Listen to this shit.
People rot in jail because other people may be captured. We're going to send out all the notifications to all the other countries, all our citizens, the countries not to go to, what to do, what not to do, and they got to pay attention. I got more work to do.
This is an extraordinary day.
Hold on. Before I let the harlot speak, this man said, we're going to send a notification out to all the nations all around the world to show them what to do, and our citizens, and show them what to do, what not to do. We got a lot more work to do. What the fuck is you talking about? What he said is they sent these notifications, aka propaganda notifications, out to all the people's devices and phones and shit around the world to let them know, like, hey, we coming for our citizens. But at the end of the day, you swapped and did a deal with and basically bartered terrorism for journalists. Make it make sense. Or did you do something strong, or did you do something weak? If you locked up a few of my journalists because they were taking pictures in the wrong motherfucking area, they was doing something in the wrong area they weren't supposed to be in, and you lock them up, they got to do their time, bro. But over here, you got a hacker and another violent criminal from Russia they had down here, and they let them go back over there. So what they gonna do with them criminals once they get back over there? Are they gonna just get to run out and be free in the streets, or do they have to go to jail and do face time for the crimes they committed there? Does this even make fucking sense? Or there's a domestic terrorist and a hacker and a domestic terrorist. Or we're gonna trade them for some camera women. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna trade them for some camera women. That's what we're gonna do. You feel good about yourself? You let go some bad men for some nosy eavesdroppers. Cause her eavesdropping spy ass, she's damn near a spy because her ass shouldn't been over in Russia trying to take footage and send it back to America. She's a fucking spy. So that damn spy they let out, the American spy journalist they let out, your journalist spy ass shouldn't be over there taking American pictures. Stay your ass from over there trying to take pictures. It's like if I went to Africa and I got a big ass camera and I'm just, somebody gonna blow my ass off, bro. Oh my God, man. These entitled people of the world think they run everything. You're your entitled ass. You do not run nothing. You don't get to go to other countries and just be like tourists. And I'm gonna say this. I'm glad tourists are starting to get spanked in these other countries. I don't wish bad for nobody. I don't wish bad for nobody, but I'm tired. I'm glad these tourists are starting to get spanked in these other countries, because you just can't go to nobody else's country that you don't know their culture and don't know their language and don't know their ways and just shit on them and do what you want to do. Taking pictures, being butt naked, crash and drinking and making people try to serve your funky ass. See, because this is the thing. We take our entitlement all around the world and we try to put it on to other people. That slavery and entitlement is only in here in America and places like Britain and UK and shit like that. That's that modern European way of life. That entitlement shit. Don't nobody owe you nothing. Colin didn't owe me no dang donation, but he donated to me. He didn't owe me nothing, but he donated to me. And it's a blessing and it's appreciated. Nobody don't owe nobody nothing in this fucking world. You got to work to earn your shit. Stop being so damn entitled. I'm so glad Americans go over to these countries and they get beat up and robbed and all that. Because you get your funky ass. You wasn't in America living like a queen. You wasn't in America trying to live like a king. So stop trying to take your entitled ass to these other countries and try to expect royal treatment. Go over there and be humble. Go over there and be grateful and bless some people. Go over there and say, damn, these people ain't got it like that, huh? Let me got them. Instead, you going over there trying to live like a royal king and shit. Get your unhumble ass. Man, I hope they put a foot up your ass. I'm not joking. You ain't royal. You ain't no king. You ain't no queen. You work for a living and your money translates to double in different places. So you're taking your money and doubling it and trying to dominate. Get out of here with that. You're trying to put the slave master's tactics on other people around the world. Yeah, I'll have 5 of them. You're trying to live like the slave master over there, ain't you? No. I said 5. You gave me 4. 5. Here, take an extra 100. Fucking peasant. Hurry up. Give me 5. That's how y'all be doing them people in them third world countries. Going over to them third world countries and trying to goddamn get massages and get all this special treatment. You ain't special. Humble yourself and you could live decent here in America. Humble yourself and we could be treating each other decent here in America. We don't even treat each other decent in America. But you want to go to another country and live like a king or a queen. I'm sick of that shit. It's pathetic. Our Americans are too entitled. We feel like we can go all around the world and just dominate. Just because you're a slave and master been conquering you, and you want to go somewhere else and conquer somebody else, don't fucking do that. You want to go somewhere and get your shoe shined. You want to go somewhere and get your feet rubbed, your ugly, crusty, fat, nasty feet. Don't nobody want to rub your fat, nasty feet. That's the reason why we women be going to these nail salons. So you can get some fucking special treatment and have somebody rub your nasty, crusty feet. Rub your own feet. Clip your own nails. Don't nobody want to touch your fucking feet. You ain't special. That's why they be charging y'all $150, because you're not that special. You're just really getting played because you want to feel like you're over somebody. This is the people. Americans are too entitled. Y'all don't understand it because you haven't zoomed out enough. A lot of people are still wrapped up into the entitlement. You want to go somewhere and somebody, if this is how entitled motherfuckers Americans are. If you open the door in a restaurant and they don't greet you within 10 seconds, you feel like I want to see your manager. Nobody greeted me when I came in. Nobody's waited on me. Nobody checked on me every 2 seconds. I'm not tipping you, and I want my meal refunded. Get your fucking entitled ass out of here. Who are you? This is sad existence. And while we're living like this here, other countries all around the world are going through it right now. They're getting their ass kicked. They're fighting police. They're fighting the military. They're fighting radical terrorists. They're fighting radical extremists. While our comfortable lasts. While our comfortable lasts. I'm gonna watch that video in a second, Trey 5. I seen you posted it. While our comfortable lasts, it's fucking standing here telling somebody to wait on us hand and feet. You ain't special. Humble yourself before your spanking comes. You don't want your spanking to come from God. I'm telling you. You don't want your spanking to come from God. You'd rather your spanking come from a bad person than a good person. I'm telling you. Because if God don't see us, if y'all don't humble yourselves any very soon, your spanking is coming. I'm telling you. I'm not no fucking threat, and I ain't no terrorist, and I'm not talking about what you think I'm talking about. I'm speaking in the name of the Almighty. This, y'all better understand. You better humble yourselves, entitled Americans. Humble yourselves, entitled world citizens. Humble yourself. You are not that special. I'm telling you. Together we're special. United we stand. Divided we fall. I'm telling you. See, everybody likes to be sold dreams, but we're at the end of the rainbow. There's no more time for dreams. If Kamala Harris gets in there, you're going to be crying. You thought Joe Biden was bad, and you know he was bad. Listen, are y'all that crazy to where you can't even recognize that Joe Biden was a terrible president? I mean, are you that crazy to where you can't recognize that Joe Biden was a terrible president? I mean, you have to recognize that, at least. Joe Biden was the worst president you've ever seen in our lives, ever. Because what did he do? To be honest, get your head out your ideology. What did he do? Exactly. He did nothing but push mandates, push shots, push. Man, that nigga said, if you don't do this, you can't work. Man, my daddy had to goddamn take the whoop to keep his damn job. Listen, I know people don't want that shit. I'm not speaking to people like as if you want, or if you're a Democrat or Republican. I'm not speaking to your ideology. I'm speaking to your soul. I don't speak to no ideology. I'm speaking to your humanity. I'm not speaking to your ideology. I don't care about no fucking ideologies. There is no such thing as that. That's just a trick box. I'm straight, I'm gay, I'm black, I'm white, I'm this, I'm that, I'm Jew, I'm this, I'm that. Oh, I see. You want to be isolated. Oh, I see. You're a group. Oh, I see. You're in a gang. Oh, I see. You're in a cult. Oh, you're in a religious cult. Oh, I see. Your cult tells you if everybody ain't like you, then they go to hell, then everybody else is wrong. Is that a divisionary tactic? Oh. So your religion tells you that you're better than everybody else? Oh, I understand. More entitlement. More entitlement. You feel because you're a specific ideology, fake religion, that you're entitled to a seat in a tet boat. You feel like you're entitled to a doorway into heaven because you agreed to a fucking ideology. Does this make sense? Does it make sense? No, it don't make sense. You agreed to an ideology. Now you feel like you're entitled to a seat in heaven. You feel like you're special because you agreed to something. Oh my God. Does this sound like brainwash, or does this sound like reality? Religion is the largest form of brainwash. In reality, in life, it's the largest form of brainwash. Because if your religion tells you that you're special and everybody else is not, that's not a religion. That's a divisionary cult. That's a gang. Are you in a religion or are you in a gang? Come on, man. Now, let me show y'all something, man. Let me show y'all what this lady said, man. Man, come on, man. My keys up. Never seen nothing like this in my life. Saddest fake.
Families and these individuals, what he has been able to do to bring the allies together on many issues, but in particular this one. This is just an extraordinary testament to the importance of having a president who understands the power of diplomacy and understands the strength that rests in understanding the significance of diplomacy and strengthening alliances. This is an incredible day.
What the fuck?
Even the families, their eyes and their crimes.
What the fuck did she just say? Understands diplomacy and the power of the diplomacy. Bitch, did you just say the same thing twice? Am I more eloquent than this motherfucker? Is this the Vice President of America? Am I more eloquent? I do hour speeches every day. I do hour lives every day. Am I more eloquent than the president? Fuck yeah, I am. And I'm not tooting my own horn. Listen to this shit. This don't make no sense, bro.
A president who understands the power of diplomacy and understands the strength that rests in understanding the significance of diplomacy and strengthening alliances. This is an incredible day. It's even the families in their eyes and in their crimes.
Look at Joe Biden. Hold on. She fucked Joe Biden. That nigga said. He didn't know what to say. Hold on. We gonna get to this. I'm gonna zoom this shit in. This bitch thinks this shit is funny. Hold on. She's laughing after she said this shit. Listen, man, this is the biggest shit show that you ever did see. And the tree hits the bird, and the bird hits the tree, and the tree hits the bird, and the ground hits the ground, and the bird hits the ground, and the ground hits the ground, and the green grass grows all around, and the green grass grows all around. This is the biggest shit show that you ever did see, And the shit hits the ass, and the ass hits the shit, and the shit hits the toilet, and the toilet flush the toilet, and the shit goes around, all around, and the shit goes around. This is trash, bro. Look at this shit, man. I'm not playing.
Of having a president who understands the power of diplomacy and understands the strength that rests in understanding the significance of diplomacy and strengthening alliances. This is an incredible day.
Look at Joe Biden.
You can see it in the families, in their eyes, and in their cries.
That nigga said, what the fuck did that bitch just say? It's great to see, understand the president has the power for diplomacy, and the president has the power for diplomacy, and the power for diplomacy, and the power to just understanding diplomacy. Are y'all motherfucking serious? And the shit hits the ass, and the ass hits the shit, and the shit hits the toilet, and the toilet flushes the toilet, and the green grass goes all around, and the green grass grows all around. This is a shit show. I ain't never, ever seen that you ever did see. I ain't never seen no shit like this. Shit, George Bush was worse than this. I mean, George Bush was better than this. And George Bush was the goddamn devil himself. Oh my God, what the hell is this? This is a boo-boo show, shit show. Yo. They released some goddamn spies for some goddamn terrorists. And we talking? Man, if I ran for president, I'd dust everybody except Trump. Trump's he'd be a hard opponent. I ain't gonna lie. But I could dust everybody else, bro. In a debate, all that. Only thing I didn't do is I gotta run for Congress. I gotta run for Congress. I'm about to start running for city shit. I'm just not trying to be bogged down to one state. But I do have to start. I'm gonna try to run for like a city council or some shit like that. I ain't lying. It's about that time, man. It's about that time. Get my ass up in the government. It's about that time, man. I ain't gonna lie. I'm about to get involved in government. And the reason I'm gonna do it, cause these fuck niggas is trash. Thank you, PTA. PTA said she'll vote. PTA said they'll vote for me. While you in here, said they'll vote. Facts. It ain't about that either, though, y'all, because I don't want to be the leader of everything. I just want life to go better. Your life has to go better, man. I don't want to be the actual face front of this shit. I just want life to be better for everybody. And I know how to do it. I know how to do it. Easy. Stop thinking about yourself. Everybody thinks about their fucking only their self and only their ideologies. That's why I thank God for my genealogy. I got black. I got nigga slave in me. I got nigga slave. You know, that Arkansas, that nigga slave. I got that in me. I got Indian in me. That Chickasaw Indian. We got Irish and German in me, nigga, for real. And all that. I'm thank God for my lineage, because you know why? I'm not just one man. I'm all men. It's like that song when it said, I'm every woman, I'm every man, it's all in me. I'm every man, baby. Do it naturally. I got nigga in me. I got white in me. I got Irish in me. I got German in me. I got Indian in me. I'm every man put together in real life. I got Buddha in me. Buddha's name be praised. I got the Buddha. Man, I got the mark of Buddha, man. I was born with the mark of Buddha. This shit ain't no coincidence. That's why I say, y'all, a lot of people don't even realize who the fuck I am. But one day you will. One day you will. But these organic grapes is busting. Crunchy too, good. Y'all better eat y'all fruit. These are organic. They still seedless though. Our government's fucked up. They don't even give us real, like how you got organic grapes, but it don't have no seeds in it. Crazy. It's probably just organically grown, but it's probably just the female plant. Because, I mean, the male plant. I don't know how they do it. It's probably the male plant. Because I know when I grow a lot of different plants, the males have seeds because it's the nuts. The male plants have the seed because it's the nut. And the female plant, it has the flower, the vagina. And in order for the female plant to get pregnant and to make fruits and, you know, flowers and shit, she has to get some of the male's pollen, aka sperm. Because the pollen of a plant is the male sperm. It's the plant sperm. So when the plant sperm gets into the female's, you know, the little phalanges, her vagina on her plant, it gets pregnant and she produces fruit or flowers. So that's the same. It's just the same thing, man. You know. I guess that's how they would do it. Probably just have it. This probably just like a female grape, because the male grapes probably had the seeds in it. So they probably just reproducing or regrowing the female grape, just doing it organically. I don't know. I don't know. Good though. I ain't gonna lie. That shit good. But let me see. My last topic tonight was the war, man. Cause let's talk about it. World War III, man. I ain't talking no more shit about Kamala, man. She's trash. We all know she's trash. Come on, man. If you vote for her, oh God, you're low vibrational. You're getting shamed if you vote for her. Seriously, you're getting shamed if you vote for her. Cause she already been in office. What the fuck? She already been in office. She already had a turn. Yo, are you serious? Fuck out of here. Can't be that serious, bro. Can't be that dumb. I mean, I'm just being honest. Listen to this, y'all. All right, so what you just witnessing right here was allegedly Hezbollah, or not allegedly, Hezbollah is firing rockets at Israel across the border, right? And what y'all were just witnessing was the Iron Dome that Israel has. It's their air defense system called the Iron Dome. What it does, it shoots missiles at the missiles and shoots the missiles out the air. So that's why you heard boom, and you've seen some missiles going this way and they disappear and pop and boom, because the Iron Dome is hitting the missiles so they don't go into Israel. They said it was only a few bombs that did go through, that they weren't able to stop. I don't know about the casualties and nothing like that, but that's not the point. This is the second attack on Israel. The second one. They did this about a few months back, the same thing. They launched hundreds of missiles at Israel, the largest barrage ever, and they launched them, and Israel was defending themselves with the dome. And they did a pretty good job of defending themselves. They didn't have many casualties, and it wasn't a bunch of damage. But this shit, now they're saying they're gonna respond by Monday, by tomorrow. The reason what happened is there's a Hamas leader that got killed. They militarized, killed them a few days ago, and they retaliated for that. That's why Hezbollah shooting those missiles at Israel, because Israel blew up the Hamas leader. So it's really a lot of warfare going on already. It's just that black op war going on right now, where you're sending your top elite soldiers to do a mission. They'll go in, do the mission, go ahead, take out bro, whatever. Now the people, oh shit, they want to take out our top dog. Well, come on in, boom, 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 boom. Let's drop the booms on them. Now they're doing that. Now they're doing the place that launched those missiles at Israel. Israel dropped the fucking bomb and blew that place up. So Israel already retaliated for that airstrike that they did, that Hezbollah did. So war is already going on, right? Yes. America just yesterday sent warships and military equipment, and possibly soldiers too. I don't know or recall that they said they gave soldiers yet, but they sent military equipment down there to aid Israel. What happened when we started giving military equipment to Ukraine? They've been fighting in Ukraine and Russia, been fighting ever since. So Ukraine and Russian soldiers been dying for the last 3 years, 2.5, 3 years, because America keeps giving them hundreds of millions of dollars worth of ammo. And while they're giving these people hundreds of millions of dollars worth of ammo to destroy each other and fight and kill each other, I can't even get a few $100s for food stamps for 3 American citizens. And while I can't even get a few $100s for food stamps for 3 American children, our government, the same government who is giving hundreds of billions of dollars to fund wars in Ukraine, they're giving hundreds of billions of dollars to food stamps and hundreds of billions of dollars, over $140 billion. I did the math. Over $140 billion to fund migrants, illegal migrants down here in America, while real citizens can't get no assistance. Get the fuck out of here, y'all. And y'all talking about, I'm gonna vote for Democrat. I'm gonna vote for Kamala. I'm gonna vote for Diddy. Shut your dumb ass up. At least Trump, when we was in here, at least Trump was breaking bread. Niggas again, PPP. Listen, you never in your life seen black people riding around with motherfucking Dodge Chargers and Hellcats and SRTs and shit, other than that pandemic when people was getting them PPP loans. Even though it was a financial trap if you did it wrong, because you're not supposed to commit fraud. But that whole opportunity was a blessing for real business owners and people who had financial downturns. Oh, you didn't see the PTA? Let me show you, because you might not have been on my live yesterday. So let me show you what's really going on. Let me show you what's really going on, man. These suckers, hold up. These suckers have given. Hold on, I'm gonna find this video too. I'm gonna find it. Anton Daniels, hey, if y'all ain't seen brother Anton Daniels, he been going in lately, man. I ain't gonna lie. That motherfucker got some good content, and he been going in lately. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna sit here and not support the channel. You know. But I ain't. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go again.
I've been covering the migrant crisis on The Millionaire. But that woman was absolutely disgusted at what was going on.
To this country, never worked in this country, never paid Social Security tax, never paid a property tax, never put into the IRS, never
Watch this shit.
paid anything into anything. Came from country, wherever the hell you from.
When y'all stop being distracted by Meg Thee Stallion,
Hold on.
was going to be, but I definitely pulled up the receipt. So this was the receipt, and this is what's going viral on the internet right now. It said, my friend was behind a Venezuelan woman in line at a store, and a woman left a receipt, which is not abnormal. People don't want to take their receipts. I don't always take my receipt with me either. Even when I go to the bank, I just give it back to the teller and say, hey, can you get rid of this for me? Look at this S right here. I can't get EBT and look at the cash balance. We'll let them tell us it's no help though. The cash balance, if you look at that right now, the cash balance, the EBT cash balance is $4,400. The food stamp balance is $13,000.
Did you hear that?
I've been covering the migrant crisis.
Did you hear that? $14,000 in food stamps that a Venezuelan woman had on her EBT card receipt, and $4,400 in cash benefits. They giving motherfucker $4,000 to $5,000 a month. I've been told y'all months ago when this shit was happening, they were letting them off the boat with these universal. Look, they were giving them universal income cards. They was giving them universal income cards. Giving these motherfuckers fresh off the bus, giving them universal income debit cards with the little with the chip on it. Coming with $5,000 and motherfucking 14 grand a month. I didn't even know about that 14 grand a month in food stamps. Oh my God. That's probably a woman with a bunch of kids. Come on, bro. How you got 14,000 on your food stamp card? And she was at the bodega spending $25 on a quick little meal. Probably put some shit together. Woo, woo, woo. The best of the best. $25. Woo. You don't need a receipt? No, I'm good. Person behind the scene the receipt. Oh, I'm sick. A real New Yorker too, like can't even real New Yorker. Your rent goddamn $4,400, motherfucking food, everything $10, $15, $20, pack of cigarettes $10. Like, you know how it is in New York, son. It's fucked up, B. It's fucked up in New York, son. On everything is fucked up, son. The prices is high. Niggas is crazy, son. Like, New York is fucked up, B. It's fucked up. I would never want to be in New York. I'll go visit New York. Now, I'm not disrespecting. I would love to visit New York, but I would never want to live there. Fuck out of here, bro. So, long story short, they're getting them foreigners right while they're getting us fucking left. They about to send us off to war to die. They about to send our youngsters off to war to die while they're bringing in new citizens. Bum, bum, bum. Let that sink in, man. They're about to send our children and our peers off to war to die. In this war that's brewing up right now, because it's just getting ready. They're setting the stage. And pretty soon, Call of Duty. You've been programmed for this your whole life, Call of Duty, Grand Theft Auto. Tell me you haven't, Fortnite. You've been programmed for this your whole life to jump out the plane and fight. Oh my fucking God. You've been programmed to jump out the plane and fight your whole life. And now your time is about to come. And the sad part about it is, most people are not ready. That's why they're getting rid of the real warriors. Like I showed y'all yesterday. Our real warriors, the young bulls in them streets, them young bulls in them projects. Those are our real warriors, the ones who are out here hurting and killing each other. Those are the ones we need to defend our communities when shit gets rough. They're not going to be there because they're going to all be in prison. So we're going to have a weak nation of people that's going to easily be taken over. Easily. You ain't been training. How many push-ups you been doing? How many sit-ups you been doing? How many miles can you walk? How far can you run without stopping? You ain't been training. You ain't been training. But guess what? The little Chinese kids, they're in that motherfucker fighting each other, training. I seen plenty of videos where the Chinese kids are fighting at the dinner table. They eat their dinner and they train with their brother and sister, just be sparring, going at it with headgear and boxing gloves. Are you training your children? No, you're not. I'm going to tell y'all the truth. My kids just now, before I came out here, my kids was in the house doing sit-ups, push-ups, and what else they doing? Sit-ups and push-ups and jogging. That's what they was just in there doing. Push-ups, sit-ups, and jogging. Just now, like about 20 minutes ago or an hour ago, whenever, like 20 minutes before I came out here. But yeah, man, it's just, I don't think people see what really is going on, and people are more blinded by the show, the pony show. You need to stop looking at the ponies, and you need to look at the real solutions and the real things that's happening, so you can make a solution. Because right now we have a lot to prepare for, and it's not to be negative, this and that. No, you have to put your thinking cap on, like they taught you in school. See, when I was in school, they taught you put your thinking cap on. So everybody get your thinking cap. Put your thinking cap on. They didn't teach y'all thinking cap in school. Put on your thinking cap. You pick it up off the desk. Indivisible. It's invisible. You pick it up off your desk and you go. And I lock mine in. I was the only I used to lock it in. Lock it in like it's on. And then when my teacher make us do that, put our thinking cap on, then it'll be time for to do some work. See, this shit is all programming. At least I had good programming growing up. At least. See, I went to school when school still cared. I went to school when there was still activities. It was still after school programs. It was still in school programs. Shit, I got an early childhood development certification. I'm certified in early childhood development. I did a lot of stuff in school. Home economics I did in school. See, they don't even have shit like that in school no more. This school nowadays, they're getting cheated. The educational system nowadays is cheating the children, cheating them. No child left behind, passing them on, no matter if they failed. Nigga, you failed? No, you didn't. Did you pass? No, you didn't pass, but you tried. Go on to the next grade and see if you can do it next year. I didn't learn this last year. Miss so-and-so, I didn't learn this last year. Well, you was in low, no child left behind. They passed you up. Go on, shut up. I don't understand it. Now you don't understand it, but you're supposed to. Man, this shit is fucked up, man. It's fucked up. I don't understand this. They know, but didn't they pass you up? Yeah. Well, shut up and learn it. No child left behind. Man, the American school system has some of the worst. Has some of the worst. What do you call that? Statistics around the world. Our students are performing lower. Let's see. Let me see. Let me ask Google, because Google knows everything. Google, what is the academic comparison for America and the other nations around the world? Let me see. There is a way to do this. Hold on. Okay, here we go. All right, let's see the average scores. Let's see where America is. 497. Oh, what's this? U.S. educational system, Massachusetts. We're not that low. We're like in the middle. We're 497. The highest is Shanghai, China, Hong Kong, China, Singapore, China, Japan, Finland, Estonia, Korea, Vietnam, Poland, Canada, Liechtenstein, Germany, Chinese Taipei, Netherlands, Ireland, Austria, China, New Zealand, Switzerland, Slovenia, United Kingdom, Czech Republic, Austria, Belgium, Latvia, France, Denmark, and then we got the United States. And it goes Spain, Lithuania, Norway, Hungary, Italy, Croatia, Luxembourg, Portugal, and then the last one, it's a bunch after that, but the last one is Peru. Peru is the worst, lowest average scores in the educational system. Peru. They got a 373. America has a 497. The highest one is a 580, which is Singapore. Shanghai, China. Shanghai, China. So we're about halfway. We're about halfway there. So I'm not going to disrespect America, because we were wonderful people, great people. I'm just saying the school systems don't perform as well as they should. They don't. We don't perform as well as we should, as because we're not focused on education. We're focused on social media and everything else. But I'm not here. I'm not going to hold y'all up. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. God bless y'all. It's lunchtime. I'm going here and make these delicious turkey sandwiches and do some lessons with my kids and teach them some shit. Let's go, man. The shit don't never stop. Let's go. I appreciate y'all, man. God bless y'all. Thank y'all for coming. Thank y'all for supporting. Big O, thank you for that super chat, man. It means the world to me, for real. All that shit means the world to me, man. Salute to all my people. God bless y'all.